Welcome to the Ikwerre Social Awareness Forum TV. You see, we saw this post on one of the Igbo platforms.
Every Ikwerre local government, from Ikwerre local government to Obiakpo, all local government referred as Igbo. Igbo language must be taught compulsory. All our local government, Igbo language. Because where you don't lecture, you'll be lost. So every reversed Ikwerre, Igbo, Ogba, Echie, in the secondary school, primary school, the curriculum should be compulsory. We are not mandated for all reverse people, no. But in our place, it is our culture. They must teach them Igbo. You don't have a choice. Just like it's in the Southeast, in our WAEC, whether it me, you write Igbo. And I give kudos to our governors that did that. So the honest should extend it. It's not just being honest a president. In your place of where you're ruling, Igbo language should be taught compulsory. You should know how you should come to this Southwest and know how these people protect their own.
So apparently, these buffoons felt like the Ohanese has any power in River State. So they were living in their delusions, thinking one ceremonial leader, whom by the way has been banished and ostracized by the elders in Ikwerre land, they thought he could actually come and impose their language on the Ihonroha people. What does this tell you? It shows you the devious plans of these Igbo Biafrans, who feel like the ethnic group in the South is their personal property, and they have the power to wipe out your ethnic group with the wave of a wand or words of the mouth by simply proclaiming, you are not Ikwerre, you are not Ika. It is divide and rule. And so we ask, why can't Igbo let go of their own ethnic nationality and pick the Ikwerre ethnic identity, or Ika ethnic identity, or maybe the Ibibio ethnic identity? Why can't you be Ika or Ikwerre or Ebe, but you expect those ethnic groups to drop their ethnic identity and let it go into extinction? Clap for yourselves. So we ask again, why can't Igbo let go of their ethnic identity, given the fact that Igbo is an ethnic identity by the British? And like we already taught in our last episodes, the word Igbo is actually an acronym for International British Organization, or should I say International Great Britain Organization, Igbo. Although we know today they will come up with the slick lies that it means Igbo, which to their delusional mind is ancient people. But of course, if we are to dissect the word Igbo in their own language, you get I for you and Bo for unalive, and together it means you unalive. Igbo. Is there an Indi in their name? Of course, the answer to that is a resounding no. So we ask again, why can't you let go of this artificial ethnic group called Igbo and pick up the Ihonroha identity or the Ika identity if you love us that much? Because of course, Ika is far older than Igbo as an ethnic group. Ikwerre is older than Igbo as an ethnic group. Ebe is older than Igbo as an ethnic group. And Oba, etc. These are all older than Igbo ethnic group. And that brings us to today's topic, the utmost need for self-preservation of our identity and paths to achieving this. Well, of course, this is already self-explanatory. We all have seen the handwriting on the wall and seen clearly the devious plans of the Igbos. So, how do we counter the plans of these expansionists in our region? Below are some of the things which could be implemented, or else we'll be lost forever as a people. 1. Stop intermarriages with this tribe. 2. Stop the sale of lands, properties, and renting of houses to these expansionists. 3. Introduce the languages of our ethnic groups in schools and make it mandatory. That is to say, if you are from Ikwerre, Ikwerre language should be taught and made mandatory across all schools in your local government. If you are from Ika, Ika language should be taught and made compulsory in all your local governments. If you are from Ikwerre or any other places, same should be applied. 4. For our leaders' involvement, start revoking expired properties and lands and reallocating it back to the community who owns them. The community can in turn reallocate it back to the indigenous people. I understand the time for expiration, according to Nigeria's Land Act, is around 99 years. If I'm not mistaken, and subject to renewals, but of course, a solid no to renewals, and rather revoke after expiration, and reallocation should be on the way. 5. Urgent need to revisit the Land Use Act, or whatsoever an amendment to it. The 99 years should be dropped to 50 years, of course, if possible, and other adjustments which will protect the indigenous people, should be put in play. 6. Urgent need to sanitize our work environment. More indigenes should be employed in all industries and sectors within our region. My take: around 90% of those in the civil service or other sectors should be indigenous people. After all, when you go to the southeast or Igbo land, 98% of those employed in all sectors are Igbos. Why can't we implement the same thing? We even saw a video of a woman from Anambra State who works outside her state and region, going as far as employing 80% of Anambra in a work environment that is not even in the southeast or Igbo land. So, what do you think happens in Igbo land? 7. Population decongestion and control. Ikwerre land is being overcrowded and overpopulated. Of course, Port Harcourt today is now a metropolitan city, but an urgent need of control or measure should be put in place. Same rule for metropolitan cities like Benin, Asaba, Warri, etc. This is the Ikwerre Social Awareness Forum TV, and I remain your host, Butch the Ikwerian.